They don't know what they carry. That it is divine, that it is beautiful, that everyone has their own time. Okay? So, I hope that you can believe together with me. Coach Majo is anointed. She's a great woman. And I know that every word that she has poured into you, and every word that she has spoken over you, and every word that she has delivered to you, just like she said, I hope you don't keep it with you. I don't. The reason as to why I am here is she didn't keep it with her. Otherwise, we would have graduated, we would have made merry, because past these years, I mean, it has been party after party, it has been, a lot of things. But she could have gone back with her cuteness and her beauty, minded her business together with her family, groomed her children, taken care of her husband, because she has other things to do. But she made a choice. And that is the creative power of desire. And I think I want to start there. One of the things that she had was the creative power of desire. That she desired this. As a speaker, as I know some of you have spoken so many times, but when you stand in a room of people, even if it's Zoom, we all exude energy. And let me tell you, as a speaker, I will read your energy. In this room, I know who was drowned here. I know who didn't intend. Okay? I know who didn't intend to be here, came here by accident. But again, I know a person that has come here and said, I want to take everything that is going to be said. It's not because of how you are seated. It's not because of what you are putting on. It's the state of your mind and how open it is. So I read that energy. Whenever I used to say the words, because it was in the COVID time, when we were going through these classes, and I remember every time I said word, it's like I was casting a seed on a long soil that was willing to catch it and bear fruit. And I knew that this was going to be multiplication, because what we are supposed to do is be, do, and then have. And I'm going to break it down in a moment. Be, do, and then have. The moment you become something, you have skilled yourself, you have learned, okay? You go ahead and do, because being is you have acquired, you have taken in. Doing is you saying, I'm not going to sit with this golden message that I have. I'm going to impact another person's life. I'm going to touch their hands. I'm going to change someone, cause laughter, cause a smile on their face. I don't know who it belongs to, and that is the trick, because most of us think we want to go into every room and be accepted. No, that does not happen even to me. That did not happen to Jesus. That did not happen to the prophet. That did not happen, as in every room you will walk into, there will be naysayers, there will be people who will receive you, but people that will receive you will be less than those that are saying no. Yes. People that will crucify you will be the same people that you know that you have eaten with on the same plate, and the people in your own house will never believe who you are and what you bring to them. So when, I think even the Bible talks about it, that when they receive you, sit down and bless them, and when they don't receive you, there is another soul to save, there is another person to help, and there is another person to redeem. The world is not small. It's very humongous. When you hear, we were in Malawi, and I think you had, what population of Nigeria? 200 million, 220 million, just Nigerians. One country. So you see, the world is huge, and the world is ours to take. I know some of you will say, but we've just trained, I am not confident, I don't know how to speak. Just be. Being is you get into it, and you're like, you know what, I am going to be authentic, I'm going to be myself, I'm going to stand in my my truth of who I am. I'm not going to seek to be anyone else. Please don't be Coach Majo. Like I told her, never be me. Okay? Be yourself. By being here, you are already being. You're in the process of being. One of the limitations that I usually share with people that have failed so many from achieving the things that they want to achieve is we don't know the difference between what we want and what we need. Okay? What we need is the process, but what we want is a fantasy. What we want is, some of you have dreamt already, you're like, one day I will have a photo shoot like that. How else do we have screenshots in our phones of things that we have never done? Like, who is this tailor? And then we have all these influencers who keep tagging tailors, it was made by so-and-so, and then when you see a makeup artist, you're like, one day I will go for this first beat. And then you take, as in, we want that fantasy. The process is, you get the money, you walk to where they are, you book the appointment, and then you get the work done. And then you don't just make up for no good reason. That means you're going to do something. Now, the process is hard, step by step. She talks about money. We love the fantasy, and the fantasy of, oh, one day I'm going to be in this place. When you see people vacationing, but you're like, you know what, one day I am going to be this. What we need is the process. And that's what matters. Because even the people that we admire, they are still in the process. They have not arrived. That means they also want something that is greater than where they are. So when you see them in Maldives and think, these people have arrived, they are thinking, Italy, where are you? When they see other people, but they're also admiring someone else. You see someone else in a house and you're like, oh, I want to build that house. And they're thinking, I've outgrown this. Okay? So be in the process. It takes humility. Okay? It takes you wanting to learn. It takes you sieving and knowing that this is what I need in this season in order to get to where I want. I need to be able to see. Some of you have already passed the exam that you sat under someone and you were mentored. That is being. And when I say do, now that is where you are. You have not been built to sit. Just like a car is not assembled to go and park in a garage and stay there. We don't build boats to stay at the harbor. The harbor is safe. No storms, no pirates, nothing. As it should have been safe to sit there and the boat has the name Majo on it, or Queen Majo, or Mystique Majo, or Mysterious Majo, and it just looks so nice and flamboyant. For as long as you are not doing the work that God created for, you are being irrelevant in this world. And you're causing someone else to cry tears. Because there are so many people I'm not going to reach that you are supposed to reach. That they will understand your language, they will understand your message, they will understand how you appear to them, they will understand. For example, there are some Muslims that will never listen to me. You agree to that? Yeah. But they need Coach Naira. They need her to appear in her majesty, in her confidence, and call a spade and saying, Tuabachi, Tueyongereyu. They will listen to her language. Maybe I am too much for them. And you're going to face these things because we are getting out there into the world. There are some men that will never listen to me and they will listen to Coach Tycoon. I call him Coach Tycoon. Yeah? And in a moment, I want to talk about agreeing to who God calls us. Because some of us are intimidated and we want smaller names of mother, wife. But you are a leader. You are called, you are a great leader. You are a coach. You are a mentor. You are a world changer. You are a gladiator. You are a transformer. But so many times when someone says, even when someone says, oh, you're beautiful, oh, you're smart, no. There's a way we turn down. So starting today, I want you to, when someone says something good, say, yes, that is who I am and so much more because that is who God calls me. Because you can't multiply the way Komoma. You can't multiply the way Quaker. How? You can't multiply by hiding under the table. They've called me to speak, it's okay. Yes, let them laugh, let them comment, let them say whatever it is. Let me tell you, that is how we grow. By doing. We cannot multiply without doing. So there has to be an action point. She has talked about round tables. You have material. And so for the people that I